Thank you very much. So good afternoon. So it's very great to be present in New Delhi for the GLEX 2025 on behalf of the China National Space Agency and also the Deep Space Exploration Laboratory of China. So I would like to introduce about the mission, the plan of the Chinese the deep space exploration, and what is the international cooperation opportunity and the willingness. Firstly, let me introduce about the presentation. So this is three part of the presentation. Firstly, is an overview of what is the development of the Chinese deep space exploration. And second part, we will to introduce about the future plan of the deep space missions in China in the next couple of years. And the third part, it will be the international cooperation, what is the opportunity and what we're doing in the next of the deep space missions of China. Okay. So from this slide, you will see that it's a Chinese deep space exploration mission. It was started from the 2008. It's 20 years ago. In the past 20 years, the China have successfully to implement the 7 of the deep space missions from the lunar mission from the Chang'e-1 to Chang'e-6, and also the preliminary mission of the Mars mission of the Tianwen-1. So all of the mission is 100% successful. So it's in the past 20 years, all of the mission, the success rate is 100%. So this is also the first country in the world to have reached, to keep this successful record. Okay, I will introduce the mission one by one. The first mission is Chang'e-1. This is a Chinese first, the lunar orbiter, which was launched in the 2007. This is the first Chinese orbiter, and it's quite successful. It's made the global, the 3D of the map of the moon, with the resolution of the quite high, is 120. And after the 3 years, the China have launched the second the lunar orbiter is called the Chang'e-2. The Chang'e-2 was launched in the October of the 2010. It's have beside of this orbiting of the moon, this is also another 2 mission of the Chang'e-2. After the make the picture, a global picture of the 7-meter resolution. Then this is the Chang'e-2 have a fly go to the R2 point, Lagrange 2 point between the Sun and the Earth. And after this detection is go further to fly to the asteroid Tutatis and make the very near the picture at the resolution only 3 meters. So the next mission is the Chang'e-3. This is the first Chinese the lunar lander, what is launched in the 2013. This is the first Chinese lander, which is a lunar lander has a soft landing on the near side of the moon. Have released some of the lunar rover and made a lot of the scientific investigations. They had to take the 100 meters the shadow, the satisfied geostructure of the lunar crust. So after the after the Chang'e-3, in the 2018 is China have launched the Chang'e-4. This is the first the soft lunar lander in the far side of the moon in the human history. So this is in this mission we also have released the lunar rover of the Yutu-2. The Yutu-2 was just working after that until now is about 5 years. The distance of the working is about more than 2 kilometers. So this is quite success. So after the Chang'e 4, there's 2 important missions that have launched in the 2020. So one is the Chinese first Mars explorer mission. It's called Tianwen-1. They launched in the middle of 2020. China is also become the second country in the world with a soft landing of the Mars. At the same year, at the end of the 2020, China have successfully launched the Chang'e 5. This is first the lunar sample return mission of China to take the sample back from the near-Earth of the Moon. It's about 2 kilo. It's 1,795 kilogram from the near side. And this is a very important. The sample has with a very high scientific value. So from this mission, the China have discovered the 6 of the lunar mineral, what is never have been found in the Earth, is we call it a Chang'e stone. After that, we also have shared the Chang'e 5, the lunar sample, to the world partners. So it's currently about hundreds of the global partners who have joined the study of the lunar sample from the Chang'e 5. Some of the scientists also come from Europe, come from American, from Japan, everywhere. So in the last year, we made another quite success of Chang'e 6. The Chang'e 6 was have launched in the 3rd of May of 2024 and returned back of 20th of June of the last year. At the first time in the human history, have to bring back the lunar sample back from the far side of the moon. So this is a very quite successful, and currently with the Chinese the scientists, they still study for the samples from the Chang'e 6. And in the last October, we also have bring the lunar sample of Chang'e 6 go to the ISA in Milano. And this year, we again will bring other the Chang'e 6 sample to the to the ISA in Sydney. So everybody will see that is the Chang'e 6 in Sydney. So second part is the future of the deep space missions in China. So as yesterday, Professor Wu have said, is currently the China deep space missions have divided into 3 parts. The first one is the lunar exploration. The second one is the planetary exploration and also the asteroid exploration. For the lunar exploration, we will have the 2 of important missions will be launched in the next couple of years. This Chang'e 7 will be launched in 2026, which is the purpose to find the direct evidence of the ice water on the south pole of the moon. And the second, the Chang'e 8 will be launched in the 2028. They will have to build for the basic infrastructure also on the south pole of the moon. After that, in the same time, the China is implementing the men's lunar landing mission. There will be 3 missions to launch by the 2 of orbiting, and also finally the human soft landing and the return back from the surface of the moon. So this means the Chinese astronaut will have the soft landing on the moon by the 2030. The China will become the second country in the world to send the human on the surface of the moon. So yesterday, after we talked that currently we are initial and the lead of the first Chinese leading of the large-scale scientific project is called International Lunar Research Station. This is a very good connected experiment infrastructures. It is the functions of the power supply, the communication, central control, the communication network, everything. So this is the composition of ILRS. They will be divided into 3 of the segment: the lunar surface segment, the cislunar space segment, and the on-ground segment with 10 of the systems. The second part is planetary exploration. So for Chinese, the planetary exploration will be focusing on the Mars, on the Jupiter, and the other planetary other planets within the solar system. So first is Mars. So we plan to launch the Mars sample return mission. We call it Tianwen-3 by 2028. They will fly to the Mars and take the sample from the surface of the Mars and return back to the Earth, hopefully by the 2031. And if once it's successful, it will become the first Mars sample return mission in human history. And since the NASA is just recently have intention to terminate their sample return, the Mars sample return mission, so the Tianwen-3 maybe become the unique opportunity, like the human, to touch and to see the samples from the Mars. So the Tianwen-4, after that, the Tianwen-4 will be launched by 2030. Actually, will be launched by 2029. The main purpose of this mission is firstly, exploration of the Jupiter and his satellite. And after that, we'll go further to fly, go to the comet, the main belt comet, and also the other planets like the ice giant. So finally could be to reach, that is the boundary of the solar system is 2046. About the asteroid exploration, so I would like to share the new information to everybody by the end of this month. So it means 3 weeks later, we will have China will make important launch mission. It's called the Tianwen-2. This is the Chinese first the asteroid sample return mission. We will choose one of the nearby asteroid. It's called the 2016 H03. We will fly it and land it on the asteroid, and also take the sample return back after 1.5 years. Another asteroid exploration mission is a Near-Earth Asteroid Defense mission. So China will going to build the Near-Earth Asteroid Defense system. And also by 2027, we would like to implement another one of the demonstration mission. So we will choose one of the nearby, the asteroid, which is 10 million kilometers away from the Earth, and make the kinetic impact to this asteroid, like this asteroid to change their orbit by 3 to 5 milliseconds, and to measure what is the new orbit of this asteroid, to make the contribution to the human for the asteroid defense. So last part is international cooperation. You know, Chinese, the deep space mission is always open to the world. So we invite and welcomed every country, all countries in the world to participate in Chinese missions. So in the past, for the Chang'e 4 to Chang'e 6, we have already offered the piggyback opportunity to a lot of the European countries, from the ESA, from the Pakistan, from the Saudi, to piggyback the different kind of the scientific payload on the moon. And in the new coming of the Chang'e 7 and the Chang'e 8, we will again to offer about totally 300 kilogram the opportunity to the world. The more countries participate from the Thailand, from the Europe, from Egypt, from Bahrain, and also from the United States. Yeah, so it's have the scientific payload will be launched and sent on to the south pole of the moon. The sample we have taken from the surface of the moon is also open to share to the scientific payload. So it's every of the scientists in the different country can just freely apply for the scientific study of the lunar sample from the Chang'e 5. And this sample from the Chang'e 6 is also will be open to the global scientists, I think is the next year. So talking about the International Lunar Research Station, since it's the biggest, the international cooperation project led by China, so we also welcome the largely scaled the cooperation. So we have set up the target for the international cooperation of the 555. This means in the next 10 years, we would like to invite more than 50 countries, 500 international academic institutions, and also more than 5,000 the researchers, engineers to participate into International Lunar Research Station. They will have some for different level, different kinds of the cooperation, from the concept study to the mission coordination, to the system level, subsystem level, equipment levels cooperation, and also could be cooperate on the on-ground facilities, could be have a study, could education and training, have scientific studies. So we welcome all of the countries to join hands in the ILRS. So currently, this is existing the partnership globally. We already have about 20 countries and more than 50 the global institutions to participate. A lot of the old friends is today in New Delhi. That will be to join it to study the ILRS. Okay, finally to explore the universe is the common activity of the humankind. So we welcome all of the participants, all of the friends to participate into the development of space science and the technology, work together to jointly build the shared future of humanity for the outer space. In the last, I have the shot of the video would like to share to everyone to more detail to learn about the China deep space missions in the past, in the future, and also the international cooperation. Thank you very much.
In the ancient past, what kind of legends are there? In far away, what kind of unknowns are there? The pace of civilization never stops. The courage of exploration lights up the stars. Bright moon in the sky. When can I collect it? 380,000 kilometers, the distance from the Earth to the moon. Set sails in the pursuit of dreams. Begin a journey with the courage to explore. Fly to the moon. Chang'e-1 has achieved lunar orbiting, realizing the Chinese 1,000-year dream. Explore the moon. Chang'e-2 has completed exploration of the moon, Sun-Earth L2 point and asteroid moving toward into interplanetary space. Land on the moon. Chang'e-3 has achieved lunar soft landing and roving. Chinese probe first time landed on an extraterrestrial object. Patrol on the moon. Chang'e 4 has realized patrolling on the far side of the moon. First human imprint engraved on the backside of the moon. Bring from the moon, Chang'e 5 has achieved unmanned lunar sampling return. The dream of bringing down the moon from the ninth heaven becomes true. Where do the sun and moon belong? How do the stars display? 400 million kilometers, the farthest distance from Earth to Mars. Let's innovate in collaborative efforts. Practice in win-win cooperation. Tianwen-1 landed on Mars. Zhurong rover patrols on surface of Mars. Orbiting, landing, and patrolling has successfully, in one mission, realizing a giant leap from the Earth-to-Moon system to interplanetary system. The path to the stars encourages us to forge ahead. Deep space exploration opens a new chapter. Chang'e 6 of the fourth phase of China Lunar Exploration Program will perform sample return from the far side of the moon. Chang'e 7 will survey of the resources and environment of the south pole of the moon. Chang'e 8 will carry out lunar resource exploration and utilization trails. Chang'e 7, 8, and Qiaqiao 2 relay satellite jointly build the basic type of International Lunar Research Station. In the future, we will invite international partners jointly to build ILRS. ILRS will become an international, large-scale scientific project. Planetary exploration engineering. Tianwen-2 will perform near-Earth asteroid sample return and main belt comet companioning. Tianwen-3 will perform Mars sample return. Tianwen-4 will perform Jupiter orbiting and interplanetary exploration. Other major missions of deep space exploration, including Heavy Launcher, Qiaqiao Comprehensive Constellation, Near-Earth Asteroid Defense, Solar System Boundary Detection, etc., are under demonstration. Rule your body to measure deep space. Sail your dream to strive forward. The Deep Space Exploration Laboratory was established on demand. Adhering to the concept of innovation, leadership, openness, and win-win cooperation, we are committed to supporting major national science and technology projects, promoting the development of deep space exploration, gathering and cultivating world-class talents, conducting strategic, forward-looking, and fundamental science and technology research, and promoting the innovative development of the integration of science, technology, and engineering. We adhere to the principle of consultation, co-construction, and sharing, adhering to equality and mutual benefit, peaceful use, and actively initiate international cooperation in deep space exploration. We devote ourselves to expand human knowledge, serve human civilization, enhance human welfare, and promote the building of a community with a shared future for mankind in outer space.
Thank you very much. So I think here is still a few minutes. So I got some of the questions. First question is, could you just brief about the major challenge faced by your team during the far-point landing of the Chang'e? I would like to answer the question actually because the China has made it twice for the soft landing on the far side of the moon. So one is the Chang'e 4 and one is the Chang'e 6. So what is the big difference by the Chang'e 4 to the Chang'e 3 and the Chang'e 6 to Chang'e 5? It's because the most difficult part is communication. Because on the Chang'e 3 and the Chang'e 5, our mission will be controlled under the on-ground mission the control team. This is a direct communication from the Earth to the surface of the moon, but on the far side of the moon. So the communication cannot be reached because the body of the moon, you know that. So therefore, we need to set up the communication bridge from the Earth to the far side of the moon. Therefore, for these two missions, before these two missions, we have launched the two data relay, the satellite, lunar satellite. It's called Chang'e. Before the Chang'e 4, we have launched the Chang'e-1, and for the Chang'e 6, before that, we will have launched the Chang'e 2 in the last March. And this is two of the Chang'e satellites will be located at the longer 2 point between the Earth and the Moon to set up the communication bridge between the far side of the Moon and also on the Earth. And in the future, for the International Lunar Research Station, because firstly, it will be on the south pole of the Moon, and secondly, will be large-scale the infrastructures. So many of the missions equipment will be working together. Therefore, during the ILRS, we have the plan. In the future, we will have launched more of the lunar satellite to establish the Chang'e constellation, what is have shown on the video. There will be to provide the communication link and the navigation service to the whole of the global of the service of Moon to set up the new the lunar PNT system. The second question, is there a place for payload from Europe for Mars and Moon mission? Yes. So from the presentation, you already see that is most part of the scientific payload we have paid back to the Moon is from the Europe. There's a scientific payload from the ESA, from the French, from the Sweden, from the Germany, from the Netherlands. Many of such of a payload. And for the Mars mission, because we just have announced in the last month, the 24th of April in Shanghai, the China National Space Day, there's another opportunity, about 20 kilo, have opened to the international society and welcome the piggyback to apply. So I think it is most of them also will come from the European scientists. The next question is, when do you foresee the first Chinese human landing on the Moon? Okay, I'm sure that because once the CNIC have set up the mission, will be reached that. So the current plan is the first Chinese astronaut have the soft landing on the Moon by 2030 and return back. So I think that by 2030, you will see that is a Chinese astronaut on the Moon. The next question, what are your views on the current progress and the future potential of the nuclear propulsion for Moon and Mars outposts? Could in situ refilling and reusable the launch vehicle truly unlock human access beyond to the Moon of Jupiter and Saturn? Okay. So actually, the nuclear the energy is necessary for interplanetary journey and also for the lunar exploration, because especially on the lunar night. But currently, the nuclear propulsion and also the refilling of the launch vehicle, I think is still with the next step technology in the future. So are the Chang'e 7 and 8 open for the international participation? Yes, it's already have selected So in the last ISA, the 2024 in Milano, China have announced that the selected 7 of the payload from the International Society will have the piggyback to launch on the Chang'e 7. And today, all of the flight model is already shipped to China, have to assemble it on the Chang'e 7 and make the AIT test, and will be launched. For the Chang'e 8, this also have announced in the last month in Shanghai. So it's about 10 of the scientific payload have finally screening from the about 20-30 of the proposals. So selected will be equipped on the Chang'e 8.